Atu te tautoko. Kia ora tātou katoa.
I call the honourable member Nikki Wagner.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker. I support this Maori television service Te Ara Tutu Whakaata Irarangi Māori Amendment Bill. The Maori Affairs Select Committee worked hard on this bill. We considered all the issues in detail, and we believe that this bill will empower and enhance the Maori television network and allow Maori television to better protect Maori language and culture for the long term. I commend this bill to the House.
I call the honourable member Jonathan Young.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. I'm very pleased to stand in support of this bill, and we can celebrate 25 years of the Maori language being an official language. We now have 27 iwi radio stations broadcasting on 68 frequencies promoting Maori language and culture. I'm very pleased to commend this bill to the House, sir.
I call the honourable member Reno Terakatani. Tēnā koe,
Mr Speaker. Tēnā koe te whare. I'm very pleased, sir, to speak at this third reading of the Māori television service Te Ara Tuku Whakaata Irirangi Māori Amendment Bill. And I'd like to acknowledge the Minister and my honourable colleague Shane here for...
Full name.
Mr Jones, for their contributions into Reo Māori. Because that's really what this bill is about, sir. It is about... sure, there's been a long whakapapa to this particular bill, but the essence of it, sir, is the protection and promotion of te reo Māori me ona tikanga. And we have empowered the Māori television service through this bill, sir, to enter into the digital age. It's going to be exciting to see what the future holds in terms of the digital platforms and the different mediums by which we will be able to consume content from Māori television service. But fundamentally, it is about te reo, me ona tikanga. And so, this is a significant occasion, and my thoughts go to the late Honourable Parekura Horomia, the instigator and the champion and the minister in charge of the establishment of the Māori television service, who enshrined a review mechanism which has now led us to this review coming up to the 10th anniversary of the Māori television service. And so we acknowledge those that have passed, rātou ki a rātou, but tātou te hunga ora. We are delighted to usher in this new chapter for Māori television, and there are new clarified, sharpened functions for the service, but there's also the conferring of rights to Te Pūtahi Pāho, which will manage the spectrum which will be allocated, which will allow the Māori television service to broadcast through 4G digital platforms, high definition, the wonders of modern broadcasting, sir. So we commend this bill. We do support this bill. Sure, we have raised some concerns regarding the composition of Te Pūtahi Pāho, but I notice there's one name and one organisation on here that I do acknowledge, and I'm so pleased that they are still there. Ngā kai whakapūmau I te reo Māori. And I acknowledge the Koroa Kaumātua Huirangi Waikere Puru, who was one of the, as I understand it, the original claimant to the Waitangi Tribunal, and they also took a case all the way to the Privy Council to fight for the recognition that the Crown has an active obligation. But that Privy Council case established that the Crown has an active duty to protect and promote te reo Māori. And it's a legal obligation on the Crown based on the treaty. And that rangatira who's still on Te Pūtahi Pāho is what this is all about, sir. We need those elder statesmen and those kaumātua to be on those bodies because in recognition of the of the contribution that they have made in fighting for our language, for its survival. And so it's just wonderful that we can recognise those bodies, and I guess we're looking forward to the Minister sharpening up the composition of Te Pūtahi Pāho. Sure, if there's some redundant or with organisations that have withdrawn or are discontinuing, let's tidy that up and, you know, and, kei te pai, and then let's get on with the mahi. Yeah. But I do have one story, actually, it just came back to me. So in a former life of mine, I suppose, a few years ago, I was a corporate lawyer, and in the late 1990s, or sort of mid to late 90s, and I was doing a piece of work. This is around the time there was a lot of asset sales going on. There was a sale of Contact Energy, Auckland International Airport, and I was doing we were doing some piece of work for a very big corporate investment banking firm that had flown in from overseas. We were talking with Treasury, and in those days, the sale of TVNZ was very, very close to happening. Lo and behold, there's the Minister over there opposite. So it was very close to taking place, and so I was, so I was in there, and I had to give the advice to the investment bankers as to, you know, what the risks were or what was going to happen. And the essence of my advice, sir, was that that they couldn't proceed, the Crown couldn't proceed with the sale at that time because it was too risky because of the legal obligations that the Crown had to Maori, particularly in terms of protection of the Maori language. And so, fortunately, yes, my advice was correct, because the government did back down from the sale. They did back down because they did have a legal obligation. And so it took a Labour government to actually fulfil that obligation under the treaty that led to the creation of Maori Television Service. And so here we are, nearly 10 years on, and the Maori Television Service is thriving. And I certainly do hope, sir, that TVNZ is not on the radar of this government for any potential future sale. That's all I can say. But just as in passing, sir, can I get back to the function, the core functions of the Maori Television Service, because it is about the promotion, the protection and promotion of Te Reo Māori me ona tikanga, and I'm looking forward to seeing more creative content. And in particular, sir, we have amended the functions of the Act to take into account the quality, the integrity of the reo to native speakers, first language speakers as well. So, you know, we may see the proliferation of more channels or more different avenues for content with different for different audiences. We're seeing that with the Te Reo channel that they have already, and we might see further refinement. It might be whether it might be particular iwi. Who knows? The future is definitely exciting, sir. But I do look forward to seeing Māori television progress. I look forward to the announcement of their new chief executive. When that is finally appointed, they definitely need a new chief to steer that waka. Well, there may be Mr. Ed in Te Reo, sir, but I'm looking forward to I forgot the name, sir, but there is the NBA, the free-to-air NBA, which screens on Māori television, and I'm looking forward to Pierre Linden giving commentary with his great Nota Ngāti Hine dialect of that the ball goes down to Stephen Adams in the low post. He does a move and he goes down the keyhole and he does a two-handed slam dunk in the face right on top of LeBron James. I'm looking for all in the most beautiful reo language. So it is exciting, and I might be able to watch that on my mobile phone or through high-definition TV. So I commend this bill to the House, sir, and I look forward and I wish Māori television all the very best. Kia ora tātou.
I call the Honourable Member Scott Simpson.
Mr Speaker, it's a pleasure to take a short call on this third reading debate and to join members from across the chamber and on the government side in commending this bill to the House for favourable passage through the House.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Is it correct this is a split call? It's not.